Well, talk to us about the dynamics of surrounding yourself with the team and what those roles are as far as, you building this team and moving forward and them holding you accountable and you holding them accountable as well. What does that look like?
So for me, it's about people that are on the same wavelength. They take extreme ownership of the stuff that's happening on in their life.
Great phrase.
They're, they're willing to put in the work because every single individual that's a part of the team has a particular job, and don't get me wrong, there's people that have come and gone throughout the journey. And, I've learned a lot from those experiences, but I'm not here just to become complacent and have tag-alongs. I'm here because I have a job to do. And, if you want to be a part of that journey, awesome. As long as you, put in the work with us, you have an objective, let's fucking go. Let's take over the world. And honestly, for the first time, I'm very particular about what I share and who I share my training, my whole, I guess, network. I'm very particular about it. And this year is actually going to be the first year that I've actually opened it up to a direct competitor of mine, Brooke Wells, as well as a couple of others. In the past, in 2018, I've had James Newberry train with us and live with us. So I opened it up to him, but he was a close friend. Obviously, Matt Fraser has been training with Shane and I over the last 2 years, and we opened our arms up to him, and he was a part of the team. And now it's, I actually had a conversation with them just before the season started, and I said, look, guys, if we're really going to do this, we're going to do it together. After this conversation, I want you guys to walk away. I want you guys to have a really deep think about whether or not this is something you want to do. But I can guarantee you, if you commit to this team, even though we're all individual athletes, no one's going to fucking quit on us. We're all in it together once you've committed, and we're in it together for the rest of the season. And there is nothing fucking going to break us down, because the more we're together, the more we're pushing us, the stronger we're going to be. And, now we have our Prvn team, which is Brooke Wells, myself. We have Will Morad, Street Horner, Alex Smith, and James Newberry. He's coming back on. And, Shane is, for the first time ever, we're actually, really developing a bit of a crew to train and just take over the world, essentially.
That's awesome. So I want to, you go.
Well, I'm verbalizing this for the first time, so it may not sound poetic or really well worded.
He writes a lot of poetry, by the way. So
I do.
Oh, I like it.
No, I don't. But I want to explore something with you and maybe ask your advice on this, on what you just said about having the team around you. My biggest frustration right now where I sit today is when people don't match my intensity. I get crazy obsessed with things that I'm after. And we're
just going to take off.
Again, I'm verbalizing what's going through my head. Like,
I get it.
Like it's so frustrating when you want something so bad, and you can't get there alone. And this isn't about you guys. So
this is
relax,
directly about us.
Maybe it is about you guys.
100%. Tia, just go and take a seat. Take a seat.
We're gonna have a little. We're gonna have a little relationship issue here that George's gonna work through, and you can witness it.
And again, that's why I want to talk this out, because I think in some ways it's irrational maybe of me to think this way, but it's just so frustrating when people don't match your intensity, when it's something you're after so bad that nobody else, it seems like, and that's what we were talking about earlier, nobody's going to fulfill that expectation. So how do you handle that? Encourage me here. How do you handle people letting you down and not matching your intensity?
My secret weapon is Shane Orr. He's definitely my rock. But, and as corny as that sounds, he really is that person that, he's a shoulder that, well, he's someone I can rely on, but he's also a shoulder that I can fall on, that, hey, like how can I freaking process this? Like, this is very frustrating, and what's the best way to go about it? Because obviously there's a lot of emotions and anger in some situations. And he's the one with the level head, you know, he's the one like, okay, like, let's cool it down. Like, let's sleep on it. But I think that it comes back to, it's actually a couple of things, you know, what I was saying at the very beginning of this conversation. It's like, hey guys, like you can have people around you and they're just going to take. And, you know, they're taking advantage. Fine. But as long as you know, and you take that extreme ownership on yourself, that you're the one that's going to put in the work, they can't technically, you know, affect you because you're not going to allow it. You're that strong mentally and physically that you're not going to allow them to seep in and take energy from you.